Welcome back to the second part of this free Tradeciety Forex course. By now you should have a good understanding of the basics of Forex trading. You should know about the different order types, how to execute a trade, how to size the position. And now it is time to get into the charts, analyze and explore how to read a chart. We will see what price charts are. We will understand the different market phases, what is an uptrend, what is a downtrend, what is a range. You will also explore wave analysis, get a little introduction there as well. We will look at price action trading, then at indicator trading, and finally I will show you the basics of our reversal trading strategy that we use here, so you can get started putting everything together and find better trades for your own trading and get started. So first we have to understand that there are different market phases, and the market and price can do one of three things at any given time. It can go up. This is what we call an uptrend or a rally. Sometimes you also hear a bull market, and that is also what is referred to when prices go up. When prices go down, we call it downtrend or a sell-off. And when prices go down, you can also see that people call it a bear market. So when you hear bull and bear, you know that traders are talking about rising and falling prices. And finally, price can also go sideways and do nothing. Then we are talking about a range market. When traders analyze a chart, then we call that a chart analysis or technical analysis. And the purest form of it is price analysis, where we just look at the candlesticks and the way price moves. The advanced method of this would then be indicator analysis, and we will look at this as well later. And so price analysis does not use any tools. We just look at a pure price chart, and some people call it naked trading, although it does not have anything to do how you view your charts and how you sit in front of your computer. It just refers to the way the price charts look. It is not the ultimate answer in my opinion, but it is a good starting point. But I will show you later how to use indicators and other tools to even make more sense of your charts, to get a better understanding and to get a better edge as a trader. Our approach at Tradeciety, and mine especially, is that price is always king. We always start with just looking at pure price information. We let price tell us a story. So price is moved by humans, and behind every price move there is a human trader or any human that is making a decision to buy or a sell trade. So if we listen to what price tells us, then we can understand how people position themselves and how traders view the markets as well, which is very important. But we also use indicators and other tools to help us make better decisions. Indicators are great when you know how to use them. Most traders don't know how to use them correctly, and then they say that they don't work. But I will show you later how to use them. And especially in our advanced Forex course, I will show you in depth how to use indicators step by step, how to make very good trading decisions and how to understand a price chart, and also show you what most traders miss out when they use indicators. So we combine the best of two worlds. We use price information, we use indicators to create and form a robust trading system that can help you understand any price chart. So when we are back now at our price chart, you can already see the different market phases. You can see here price moved up. This is what we would call a bull market or a rally. Then at the top, prices turned. We moved down. This is what we call a downtrend, a bear market or a sell-off. And then here on the right hand side, you can see that prices have more or less moved sideways in a range market. But in the range market, you can also see that prices go up and down. There are small rallies and small sell-offs. And then finally, after every range, there is usually what we call a breakout, where price goes from ranging to either making a sell-off, that's what we see right now, or starting a new rally. And you can see that over and over again that the markets alternate between the different market phases. So you can see here we had this sell-off. In the sell-off there were small range markets where prices just went sideways, here as well. Then after the sell-off stopped, we had this range here where we just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then after the range was finished, then we had a little rally here as well, where we broke out again, we left the range, we made a new rally, we sold off, and then so on. And in technical analysis, we can use trend lines and support and resistance levels. I will show you that in a later video, but for now it is just enough to know that how we draw them. So here in MetaTrader you can use the trend line tool. It is here at the top. If you click it, then you have selected it, and now you can use it on your chart. You just click to the origin, then you can see that you can draw this trend line here. So we click at the origin, then we look at the price action and the price direction, and you can see that if we use this trend line, then we can really nicely see how price goes up above this trend line. And once price breaks this trend line, then we start this sell off here, and we can do that again. We use a new trend line, we click at the top, we drag it down. You can see that depending on how you draw this trend line, you can see that price is going down, and once price breaks above this trend line, you can see that we are first entering this rally here, but then very shortly after we are entering this range market, and we can do that again for our range market. So you can see here in a range we said we go sideways, and you can see right now the price action is very sideways. We have a top and a bottom of the range, and you can see that how we use the technical tools such as trend lines to analyze markets. When they go up, they go down, we can look for the break, and then with this range market we can see how we have a top in the range, we have bottom at the range, and now when price breaks out of this range, we do start a new sell-off and a new market phase. And I just recommend that you go through a few price charts. You can draw your trend lines for yourself to see that this pattern actually repeats itself over and over again. So you can see here again we have a trend line and a horizontal trend line. In that case we have a top to this range, then we can also find a bottom to the range, which can be anywhere here in this area. So you don't want to be too precise. I will show you later how to draw trend lines the right way. I have an own video about this, so don't get too hung up on this. Just try to, for now, see how the different market phases alternate, how you go from downtrend here to sideways, then you break out, you go higher, then you break low, you go lower, and so on. And so you can see this across all the time frames. I suggest you start here with the daily time frame, and the reason is that on the daily time frame you usually have less noise, everything moves a little bit smoother. And when you look at the 5-minute time frame, you can still see all the different market phases, but at the same time you can see there are something we call gaps here. We will get into this later, and everything moves a little bit more hectic. You have a little bit more up and down, and also things can change quite fast, but nevertheless you can see how all the different market phases change over time. Again, when we look at the 5-minute, we can still do our task. So you can see we have been in this uptrend, we broke the trend line, we went down a little bit, not that much, then we were in some type of a range here where we moved just sideways. We have a top and we have a bottom, then we broke out, we made a little bit of a sell-off, a small bear market, then after this was over we went higher, then we had this rally. At the top of the rally we have another range before we then broke lower, and you can see even on the 4-hour, even though it's a little bit more hectic, you can see this pattern over and over again. And keep in mind, this is a very basic, this is the first layer of price analysis, and later I will show you how to time the trades, how you can actually know when price is going from going into a rally to a downtrend, and from a downtrend into a rally. We will look at those points where the powers shift, where one market goes from one period to the next, and this can be very profitable opportunities in your trading. And I will show you exactly how to use different tools to identify profitable trading opportunities, to get into a trade by using this understanding and taking it one step further. And for now, I hope You can play around a little bit, use the trend line tool, make sense of the markets here a little bit, try to understand how ranges and the market and rallies and downtrends change over time. And then I will see you in the next video, where we will talk a little bit about wave analysis and get into more specifics as well.